In this video, I'm going to show you exactly step by step how I add new blog posts on my Squarespace website. And I'll be honest, I was just going to make this video for my video editor so that he can help me add blog posts on my site, but I figured why not record and share it with everyone so that you can see exactly how I do this as a Squarespace expert and Squarespace authorized trainer. So you can make sure that you're not leaving anything out when it comes to blogging on Squarespace. So let's get right to it. We're going to go into my pages of my website and then into Learn, which is my blog. And to add a new blog post, you could either click this plus button here, and that's going to give you a blank blog post. But what I like to do is set up a draft blog post. So come up with some sort of template that you want to use for all of your blog posts. I will show you mine. And that way you don't have to recreate all of the sections of your blog post every single time you make a blog post. So you can see I've got a section here that it gives a preview about the post, a button to link to my video. By the way, all my blog posts have to do with my YouTube videos. So once I post on YouTube, I come over here and add it as a blog post. My timestamps for the video. You'll see once we get into edit mode, there's a blank spot for a picture that goes here, which is the video thumbnail. I've got my email list sign up here, which, by the way, if you are new to Squarespace and haven't upgraded your site yet, definitely pop your name and email in one of my blog posts so you can get my discount code there. Then I've got a blank spot here for the actual blog text itself. And at the bottom, I have a feed of my latest blog posts. So those are all of the things that are just ready to go for me every time I create a blog post because I use the draft as my starting point. So what I'm going to do is hover over this draft and click these three little dots and then duplicate it. So now if we scroll up here, you'll see I've got no title and I've got my new blog post here ready to go. I am going to click into edit mode on this and enter my post title. Now, normally I will just copy and paste whatever my video title is. We're going to do this one, by the way, my new template tutorial here. Normally I just copy and paste my titles. Sometimes I change them up. I actually just asked ChatGPT about this. Like, should I rename my YouTube video or use the same title for my blog post? Because I wanted to know too. And it said Google actually favors like action-oriented titles. So I might change this a little bit to say how to create a gym website in less than 30 minutes. And just for consistency here, let's capitalize these letters. Okay, so we got our title ready to go. Now, since I've already got this video on YouTube, I have some text already ready to go, which is very helpful as well. I'm just going to copy in this description, and for the link I'm going to come in here and you'll see I'm on the playlist. I like to copy the playlist link because then people will continue to watch my videos within this playlist rather than be sent to another random video on YouTube. So that's not necessarily a Squarespace blog tip, that's more of a YouTube link tip, but there's that for you. I'm copying and pasting what I already do have ready. Let's see. Let's get my timestamps in there. And I'll show you this. When you copy and paste into Squarespace, it can often look like this. So if I come in here, and let's say I want to do a line break here for the 3-minute and 28 mark, if I hit enter, you're going to get so frustrated because it's going to give you that double spacing. So what I need to do is hit shift and then hit enter, and we'll get that single line break. So if you get nothing out of this video, I hope that saves you a lot of frustration when you're editing in Squarespace. I'll knock this out really quick and we will move on to uploading our thumbnail video or our thumbnail picture. I like to bold my timestamps just to make them stand out a little bit. A couple times in the past I have just copied straight from the YouTube description of the live video rather than the editor like you saw me just do, and that'll give live links, but I think this is just fine. Okay, next thing we're going to do, I already have my image ready. I told you the image block was in there. This is actually a poster image block, so that's how I got the play button over that. And it's not red by default, but since the only way that I use this poster image is for my YouTube video blog post, I have gone ahead and made that red in my branding of the website. So I've got my thumbnail uploaded. You can see it's got the alternate file name, which is great. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure the alt image text is in there as well. And we're going to attach that same YouTube link, which I need to recopy over here. And there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to hit save just while we're at it. Now we need to turn my video into a blog post. So if you are also doing the same thing, I will show you exactly what I do to save on my time a little bit. So I'm going to come into the subtitles that have been automatically generated for my video. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it into ChatGPT and say, can you turn this video transcript into a blog post for me? Also, I don't want you to use emojis. Thanks. For whatever reason, every time I do this, it loves to use emojis in blog posts, and it's just not my vibe. So, I want to copy this. We're going to go back to the blog post, and I'm going to add in a text block here. Paste in the blog post. Let's go through really quickly and make a couple edits. So, I'm going to link Squarespace templates to Squarespace's templates page. It's templates. Let's make sure. Yep. When you link out to other sites from your blog post, that helps Google know and understand what your blog post is about. So at least one link going out, and then also linking within your own site is helpful for it to understand what your post is about as well. Click on my website templates category, and then actually what we need is everything that comes after the .com. Since it's a link within my own website, I don't need the whole www part. We're just going to tell it what page we want it to go to. Perfect. So I'm going to hit save there. Let's quickly glance through here, see how we like this. So I teach people how to customize the fonts and colors, how to edit the header of the template, how to update the images and backgrounds, customize the homepage of the template, edit forms and contact, the footer, optimize for mobile, go live. There we go. I'm going to hit save. We're still not done yet. So we've got the blog post itself all ready to go, but we still need to do a few things on the back end. So I'm going to hit exit, and then we're going to click these three dots again and come into settings this time. So now we need a featured image. So everything here in this content section is what you're going to see on the actual blog feed of your website. So for example, here we need the image. You're going to get the title, of course. We'll set the category and this little text preview here. So that's what we need to work on next. So featured image, I already have one ready. I have square graphics on my blog, so I create a different graphic for my YouTube thumbnail than I do my blog. So I'm going to upload that here. And then I need an excerpt. I'm going to, again, steal from my YouTube description, which is also just the beginning part of my blog. I usually recommend like the first 2 or 3 sentences as your excerpt here. Then I need to customize my post URL. Since I duplicated a post and it didn't have a title yet, it just gave it a random string of letters and numbers. So we're going to customize that to say that. And then under options over here on the left, we need to give it some tags. That's about how many I do. You can give or take a few. We're going to give it a category. I already have my category as, what did I say, website templates. We'll go back. The rest of that is good. We need to go into SEO and give it an SEO description. So now I'm going to come back to ChatGPT and I'm going to ask it for a 150 character or less SEO description. Okay, great. So we've got the clips in Squarespace template, which is a main keyword for this post in there. Step-by-step design, branding, optimization, all sorts of good keywords in there. Let's load that in. The SEO title is already just the title of the post, so I keep that. And then social share, it will either just grab the general social share image that you have set for your website, or I just go ahead and pick the thumbnail for my video, and that way if this is shared on LinkedIn or Facebook or anywhere across the internet, rather than just having a random picture, it will have the actual specific thumbnail for the video. Once we have all of that completed, I'm going to hit save. Come in here and give it just a quick glance, hover over my button, make sure that's linking, my Squarespace templates, my blog post is good to go. Okay, so now all we have to do is publish it. So I'm going to click into, you could do this one of two ways. You can do edit and then hit publish, and then it is done. Or if you want to come into settings and then under options, under status, you can either keep it as a draft. I never use needs review. You can publish it or you can schedule it. So for example, for the most part, I'm usually pretty good about getting my blog post locked and loaded before the video goes out. So I will go ahead and schedule it for a later date and time so that the YouTube video and the blog post go out at the same time. So that is where you find this. You just click scheduled and then pick a date and time in the future, and your blog post will go live without you having to push it live at that exact time. So that is my step-by-step for blogging on Squarespace, specifically blogging with my YouTube content in mind. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions about blogging on Squarespace, drop those in the comments. And otherwise, I will see you in the next one, or maybe at designingtherow.com/Squarespace for that Squarespace discount. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.